During uncertain times, food security becomes more than a convenience. It becomes a lifeline. The Amish community has long understood this truth. Their gardens are not planted for beauty or trend, but for pure survival. Each crop is carefully chosen to support life, health, and longevity. These are plants that feed families during good years and keep them going during hard ones. What follows are 15 essential foods every Amish garden grows. Crops that offer nutrition, storage life, resilience, and multi-use practicality. This isn't just gardening, it's survival strategy. Potatoes. Potatoes are the bedrock of Amish food security. Loaded with carbohydrates and calories, they can sustain energy for hours. Potatoes also contain vitamin C, potassium, and fiber, nutrients crucial during times of limited access to fresh food. Amish families typically plant seed potatoes in rows early in spring, often using simple hand tools or horse-drawn plows. They practice hilling, mounding soil around the base of the plant to encourage more tuber growth. After harvest, potatoes are sorted and stored in root cellars where cool, dark, humid conditions preserve them for months. Some are dried and sliced for soups. Others are boiled, baked, or mashed as daily staples. Cabbage. Cabbage isn't just for coleslaw. It's one of the most durable and versatile vegetables in the Amish garden. High in vitamin C and fiber, it stores extremely well and holds its nutritional value long after harvest. The Amish grow it in both spring and fall, starting seeds indoors and transplanting them after the threat of frost is past. They favor heirloom varieties with tight heads and cold resistance. Once picked, cabbages are either stored whole in root cellars or shredded and fermented into sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is not only tasty, it's shelf-stable and adds probiotics to the diet, which support digestion and immune function. Heirloom tomatoes. Tomatoes aren't just for slicing on sandwiches. They provide the base for sauces, soups, and canning recipes all year long. Amish families grow heirloom varieties known for flavor and productivity, like Amish paste or brandywine. Plants are staked and pruned to maximize airflow and yield. Tomatoes are preserved in many forms: whole, stewed, sauced, or turned into paste. They are canned in glass jars using traditional water bath or pressure methods. Dehydrated tomatoes are also stored for long-term use, especially for soups and breads. Onions. Onions are essential for both flavor and function. They provide antioxidants, natural antibacterial compounds, and store well into the winter months. Amish gardeners usually plant onion sets in early spring. They choose well-draining soil and carefully weed by hand to reduce competition. After curing in open air for a few days, onions are braided into long strands or placed in mesh bags. These are hung in pantries or barns for use throughout the year in nearly every meal. Garlic. Garlic plays dual roles in Amish gardens. It is both food and medicine. It strengthens immunity, fights infection, and enhances flavor. Garlic is planted in late fall, so the bulbs develop over winter. Cloves are placed pointy side up, about 6 inches apart. Mulch protects them from frost. After summer harvest, garlic is cured and braided for storage. Some is powdered and stored in sealed jars. The rest is used fresh, pickled, or infused into vinegar and oils to preserve its healing properties. Beets. Beets are a dual-purpose crop with a sweet, earthy root and vitamin-rich greens. They contain folate, iron, and manganese, nutrients critical during periods of limited diet diversity. Amish gardens rotate beets with legumes to enrich soil. Seeds are sown in loose, moist soil, spaced evenly to allow full root development. Roots are either pickled or canned, while the greens are blanched and frozen. Beets are also shredded and fermented for use in gut-friendly dishes. Carrots. Carrots are nutrient-dense, packed with beta-carotene and antioxidants. They store exceptionally well and require minimal processing. Planted in early spring or late summer, Amish gardeners choose fine, rock-free soil for root formation. Thinning and regular watering produce straight, large carrots. After harvest, carrots are stored in cool basements packed in damp sand. They are also sliced and dried for stews or blanched and frozen for quick use. Kale. Kale is one of the most nutrient-rich greens, providing a wide range of vitamins including C and K, along with calcium and antioxidants. It thrives in cool temperatures, making it ideal for early spring or fall gardens. Kale is harvested continuously by picking the outer leaves while the inner ones grow. It is blanched and frozen in large quantities or dehydrated for green powders. In the Amish kitchen, kale is often added to soups, egg dishes, and skillet meals. Green beans. Green beans are a reliable, fast-growing source of fiber, protein, and trace minerals. They produce in abundance and preserve well. Amish families grow both bush and pole varieties. Pole beans are trained up trellises made from wood and twine. Successive plantings ensure extended harvests. Beans are pressure canned in jars or blanched and frozen. Some are left to mature and dry on the vine for winter storage as soup beans. Turnips. Turnips provide both root and leaf harvests, making them highly efficient. They are rich in vitamin C, calcium, and fiber. Direct seeded into rows in early spring or late summer, turnips grow quickly. Amish growers thin plants early to allow roots to expand. Turnips are stored in wooden barrels with sawdust or sand to preserve moisture. The greens are used fresh or frozen for soups and sautés. Sweet corn. Sweet corn is not just a fresh summer treat. It's a strategic crop that supplies calories and can be dried for long-term use. Planted after the last frost, corn is sown in square blocks for optimal pollination. Amish growers often alternate sweet corn with field corn used for animal feed and grinding. Fresh ears are eaten raw, roasted, or cooked. Kernels are cut off and frozen or dried. Dried corn can be ground into meal or added to soups. Peas. Peas are among the earliest crops to be harvested. They fix nitrogen into the soil and provide plant-based protein. Amish gardeners plant peas in early spring, using trellises for climbing varieties. Careful watering and mulching ensure high yields. They are canned, frozen, or dried. Dried peas are ground into flour or rehydrated for thick, warming soups. Winter squash. Winter squash, like butternut and Hubbard, is calorie-dense and high in vitamin A. Its thick skin makes it a natural storage food. Planted after frost, squash seeds are spaced in hills or rows. Vines are guided across garden edges to maximize space. Natural pest repellents like marigolds are planted nearby. After curing for up to 2 weeks in a warm, dry area, squash is stored in pantries or cool rooms. Roasted, pureed, or stewed, it forms the base for hearty meals. Rhubarb. Rhubarb is a low-maintenance perennial that provides a tart, vitamin-rich harvest every spring. It thrives for decades once established. The Amish mulch rhubarb heavily in fall and divide the crowns every few years to maintain plant vigor. Only stalks are harvested, as leaves are toxic. Rhubarb is used in pies, jams, and stewed as a sauce. It's often combined with strawberries and canned in large batches to enjoy year-round. Horseradish. Horseradish adds more than flavor. It offers antimicrobial properties and acts as a natural food preservative. It's grown from root cuttings and left to grow for at least 1 full year. The Amish dig it after the first frost for full flavor. The roots are grated and stored in vinegar for extended shelf life. It's used in sauces, meats, and even as a remedy for congestion. These 15 foods form the core of Amish survival gardening. Each one contributes to a system built for resilience, not luxury. From root to stalk, they support a household with calories, vitamins, and versatility. They are chosen not because they are easy, but because they work. When systems fail or stores run dry, the Amish are ready. And it all starts in the soil, one essential crop at a time.